We ask Him, the Most High, to continue to show His mercy on our leader, Prophet Muhammad, his household and companions and followers, till of accountability. Today we are discussing among the effects of grievous offenses in this nation. Grievous offenses, grievous sins, kabair. The side effect is biting. And you can summarize it with the insecurity and artificial poverty that is biting this nation. And here, all of us are involved, except those whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has saved. The lead and the led, the rich and the poor, the young and the aged, male and female, all citizens of this nation are involved, except those whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself has exonerated. So the admonition is for everybody. It's not fingering only to leaders, even though their own is more dangerous. Because they have double amana. The amana of being citizens and amana of championing the cause of leadership, which they are going to account for. Brothers and sisters, the nation is in crisis, there is no doubt. We must emphasize that to ourselves. We must tell ourselves the bitter truth, because that is a way of getting solution. Not by saying things are normal. Things are not normal. And the Quran has informed us of this situation in the past generation and the current generation, which Nigeria inclusive. Allah says He has given a parable of a city that enjoys all facilities of valuable materials that make them to live in peace. No poverty, no hunger. Moderately everybody is living. Everything comes to them in abundance of drinks and food and valuables that they are in need of in this world. Everything is there in abundance. But when they decided on their own to disbelieve in God, to go against Him and His laws, to cheat humanity and to oppress, Allah sees the enjoyment from them. Allah sees it from them. And Allah tested them with the utmost level of hunger and the highest level of insecurity. فَأَذَاقَهُمُ اللَّهُ لِبَاسَ الْجُوعِ وَالْخَوْفِ بِمَا كَانُوا يَصْنَعُونَ. Because of their attitude, which is negative, because of their stealing, because of their killing, because of their corruption, because of their oppression, because of so many things that is happening today in Nigeria, Allah sees that enjoyment and tested them with fear and hunger. So the same is applying to us. As young as I am, I witnessed when Nigeria is having its graduate being employed immediately after graduation. In fact, grade 2 holders who are teachers, like secondary level, they have appointments in their local government immediately after their graduation, especially in the northern part of the country. And your salary is enough for you to build a small house, to buy a small ride, to maintain yourself, to assist your family, to assist extended family. Scholarships are being given in universities. You eat whatsoever you want to eat as a student in university. Some who are having scholarship can buy Bluetooth, small cars at the level of universities. Money was so in abundance that Nigeria doesn't even know what to use the money for. And a doji was given, money was just given out for no reason, in abundance. This is not too far. But today, you see the way people with their vehicles, they cannot move it because of fuel. They have to partner in 6 or in 7 to enter one vehicle and leave others at home because they cannot maintain it. Any level 14 officer downward that is not stealing, is not having any other means, cannot sustain himself with the salary they are giving him in any of the ministry except for few. NNPC, CBN, and so many few. But the generality of Nigeria in object poverty, artificial poverty, is not natural. The resources are there, uncountable. The subsidy amount is there. The borrowing is there. So many is there. You cannot see anything except hunger and poverty. It is because of our criminal attitude of offenses that are grievous in the society. Killing innocent individuals, fornication, drinking, alcohol, into drugs abuse. So many things are there. Oppressing the poor, consuming the right of others to your own, after having the millions and the billions, creating ministries that don't exist for corruption in this nation. Let me at this juncture thank the House of Representatives who are seriously, of course the ICPC too, who are making investigation, a very powerful delegate investigating that corruption. I think it's high time Nigerians should be doing this. Let the Nigerians be seeing what is happening. We are seeing this one. We hope it will end up well. Because Nigeria is wealthy. Nigeria is still having the wealth. But the way we are managing it to our pockets, the way budgets are not even known, whether spent or kept, this is what is causing problem in this nation. That's why Allah is informing us that as a Muslim, you should maintain the pattern of truth no matter how bitter, so that you not contribute to the insecurity and the poverty of this nation. And I'm telling you, if Muslims alone will cease from corruption, Nigeria will be stable. Only Muslims, because of our number and our population. And Allah has given a parable that matches Nigerians here now. Allah says, فَلَوْلَا إِذْ جَاءَهُمْ بَعْسُنَا تَدَرَّؤُوا. Why is that? When we try them with difficulty, when we put them in crisis like we are in now today, تَدَرَّؤُوا, they humble themselves. They regretted their paths. They seek for Allah's forgiveness. تَدَرَّؤُوا. If they do that, Allah will change the situation. But do you know what is happening? Allah said, وَلَكِنْ كَسَرْ قُلُوبَهُمْ. It's referring to another nation, which is similar to us. وَلَكِنْ كَسَرْ قُلُوبُهُمْ. Their hearts became hardened. Hardened hearts. That's why somebody will say the truth and people will deny it. You say, no, it's not true. You should have said the truth. You should say it is true. Even though you are not a Christian, you should say it is true. But when the heart is hardened, you see the truth and you reject it. كَسَرْ قُلُوبُهُمْ. Why? وَزَيَّنَ لَهُمْ الشَّيْطَانُ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. Because Shaitan is the one designing for them their movements. They are not inclined to any spiritualism. They are not fearing Allah. وَزَيَّنَ لَهُمْ الشَّيْطَانُ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. That generation Allah is telling us that look like Nigeria. Allah said about them, فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِّرُوا بِهِ. When they forgot our admonition, فَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ أَبْوَابَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ. We open to them all gates of blessings of this world. They have the millions, they have the ride, they have the homes, they have the enjoyment, they drink, they fornicate, they do all sorts of what they want to do. فَتَحْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ أَبْوَابَ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ حَتَّى إِذَا فَرِحُوا. They are happy. Allah says, أَخَذْنَاهُمْ بَغْتَةً. We hold them responsible of what they are doing with punishment. A highest level of punishment. I hope Nigeria will not reach this level. We should be in the level of humbling ourselves. Because Allah is telling us in the Quran all this so that we reflect. We take a lesson. We take a lesson. I hope this lesson is going to be of benefit to us. We that are living, we can make a change in this nation. If we say we are making a U-turn from anything we are doing bad, this country is going to change for better. And if we refuse, we are not harming Allah in any way. فَأَخَذْنَاهُمْ بَغْتَةً فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْلِسُونَ. Secondly, the Bishop of the Catholic Church were opportune to have visit the president of this nation, and it's in public. Among what was discussed, is they have said the truth about the situation of the nation. One, they said there is poverty, biting. That is true. Even though it was debunked, but the reality is that what they have said is the true matter. You cannot do without this. There is hardship. There is poverty. And even though citizens are responsible, but the leaders are more responsible of this. It is a challenge in their corridor. People are suffering. So they have said the truth. Also, they said there is insecurity. There is insecurity. You cannot deny this. Even if you are drunk, there is insecurity. The only thing is that government should be battling. But they cannot deny this. It is a reality on ground. Rolling to every corner. Also, the challenge of the election coming. The challenge of the election coming. It is a big challenge. It is a big challenge. That is the summary. And the government should be fair. They should promise to be fair. And their attitude should show they want to be fair. Because one thing is for you to say, I'm going to be fair and transparent. And another is not for you to believe in what you have said. So these items that are itemized by the Bishop of the Catholic Church is a reality on ground. We here are supporting what they have said. We are supporting this item as itemized in all they have presented. And that is what's supposed to be of a Muslim. Whether a Christian, whether a Jew, whether a pagan, whether a shaitan. That is the highest level of disobedience to Allah. If he said the truth, you as a Muslim, you have no option than to concur and to agree and to be in support what that person has said. So we urge the presidency with all humbleness that they should look through these points of the Catholic Church bishops and not to debunk, but to sit down on table and see what they can do about it. Allahumma izzal Islam wal Muslimin wa damir a'da'ana a'da'aka a'da'ad-din. Allahumma alayka bil kafara wal fasaqa wal fajara alladhina yukiduna al-isama kaida. Allahumma alayka bihim fa innahum la yujizunaka. Allahumma aminna fi Nigeria. Allahumma aminna fi Nigeria. Allahumma aminna fi Nigeria wa jami' buldan al-muslimin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adhaban nar. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna 'alan nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu 'alaihi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli 'ala Muhammadin wa 'ala ali Muhammad. كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد